Here we are back another week, Unmasked Unchained. Hey guys, let's talk about it. How was
Ew.
it was a pretty good night.
Yes.
You guys got a new friend on an adventure with you that you had never had with you before. How is that?
Bob.
Yes.
Bob is terrified.
Bob should be terrified because the people that you guys ran into in the 100-acre wood were fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Bob's real confident in the hotel. You know. This
Yeah,
is
Bob
field work.
hasn't left that hotel in a very long time.
Yeah. It's home court. This is field work.
Yeah, no, he had definitely the advantage being back in his hotel, his own space and place, and now he's kind of out back in the world, and it's just like, oh, this is a little different.
Hell yeah.
Just a
Hell
little bit.
yeah. What
So-
what hold on, what class are you, Bob?
Bob is a warlock.
Okay.
Tracks.
Nice. I like
Yeah,
it.
Bob is a tentacle warlock. When we were talking about it today, when we were talking about like, is Bob going to join the party, right? We kind of decided, yeah, let's look and see. And then I was like, well, what class are you going to be? And I was like, well, you could be like the Fathomless warlock because they do tentacles. And Lala was like, yep, tentacles, I'm doing it. So Lala's going to play Bob as a Fathomless warlock.
Yeah, and I probably won't be here all the time, but just especially on nights when we're down a player, I think it evens things out a bit.
Yeah.
Classic Bob. That's
Yeah.
classic Bob.
Comes and goes as he pleases, does what he wants, sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Bob could get out of the 100-acre wood if he wanted to, but
But could he?
Yeah.
He?
Rolling
I
fours
think he's
all night.
terrified to try.
You know this is a D20 game, not a D4 game, right?
You know what?
Yeah, that was Bob's key number for the night.
You
What'd
should
you roll,
do
Bob? 4.
3 times in a row. 4.
I mean, my grandpa's name is Bob, and he likes to golf. So maybe your Bob is a golfer as
There you
well.
go.
That's why he likes 4.
Maybe.
So Bob joined your party, right?
Yep.
And got you all together, and Merrick was like, yeah, we should read this book. So you guys read the book, and you're like, oh, this is not the book we thought it was going to be. And I played you the video, and I'm like watching the
Holy
back
shit.
chat. That video was lit, wasn't it? That's pretty good.
Oh, hell yeah. Can you
So
play it
good.
again?
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play it again because that
Let's
shit
watch
was
it.
wild.
Yeah, let's watch it. Hold on one second. We'll throw it up here.
horrifying.
We need to figure out what happened to Rue.
We don't talk about Rue now.
We don't talk about Rue.
Bruno. Yeah, we don't talk about Rue.
We need to have a
at all.
conversation
wanted to
about
make that
Rue.
joke so bad.
I couldn't help it, and I had to. I was like,
there.
it's a Disney campaign. I had to. I couldn't not. If you didn't know, if you haven't watched or don't keep up with Disney, because I know some people don't, the new Disney movie Encanto came out, and there's a song in it called "We Don't Talk About Bruno," and they were just like, "We don't talk about Rue," and all I could think of in my head was, "We don't talk about Runo." So I had to. I was just like, "Yeah, it's happening. It's a thing. It's a
We
thing. It's
have all
definitely happening."
spent a significant amount of time together that our brains are starting to converge. The Venn diagram is very quickly
I-
becoming
The
a
Venn
circle.
diagram is a circle.
First
Yeah,
of all, your timing was
It's a stack of pancakes.
incredible. I thought, are they in a studio right now looking at each other? How are they not having any gaps?
Yeah, we vibe that way, man. I don't know
Wow.
how else to describe it.
It's disgusting. You guys are creepy.
It was way
You guys
too
are
good.
creeps.
It was too good.
Hey, it
You
just-
even freaked out Bob, okay?
I'm so sorry, Bob. Also, did you
I'm
appreciate
not.
the fact that I threw in the newt thing? I had to. I told you.
Yeah, I
would.
loved it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Did you see the episode name?
No, I
Yes.
didn't.
Baguettes
Oh, look.
and
Hold on.
It's baguettes, bruschetta, and newts.
Oh my god.
I was so proud. I was so proud of that line of the flowers are wilted, but the tomatoes are ripe, and you shall make a
Oh.
lovely bruschetta.
yes. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, did they write all this? Is this scripted? So good.
I actually didn't give them any information about their characters until about quarter to
Yes.
7.
Yeah.
It is literally like, oh, we have professional actors here. Oh shit.
It's great.
Yeah.
Like, they killed it. They did really good. I'm like sitting back, like I'm muted and just letting them go at it. And like Lala and I were talking the other day because Christopher Robin is a very big NPC, and my intention was to have you guys meet Christopher Robin at first, and we were trying to figure out like how to make it happen. And Lala was just like, well, what about the scene between Madame Mim and Merlin where they're like changing each other back and forth? And she's like, Kanga's house is right next to Rabbit's house. Maybe they're having some sort of polymorph battle and like the characters like come up on it. And I was like, well, let's see who plays these people. And I'm looking at like our NPC backlist, and I'm like, it's Joe and Shanae. Yeah, that's great. Let me message them. So I pulled them into a voice chat with Lala and I, and we were just like, hey, this is our idea. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. And that's how you guys ended up with the Creepy McCreepersons today.
And again,
They're
I
huge.
will preface this. I do not plan ahead for these voices. They just happen.
That's-
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't plan the rabbit voice at all. I just match energy, and I heard Joe's
Crackhead
Kanga, and I'm like,
energy.
all right, let's go.
And I was debating between a couple different things, but that just it worked out. And the laughing, oh my god.
Oh, the cackles were everything.
I was creeping myself
you were
out.
entirely unhinged. You were unhinged completely and
unchained.
utterly. Yeah, unchained, exactly. You were.
I think it really says something that not even Bob would feed on you.
I'm offended, Bob.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Bob's getting
I'm-
a fucking feast with this drama.
What was the other?
And then-
It was the rabbit quote of like, they always taste better when you grow them yourself.
Yeah, because Kanga's like, you ate all your kids, and you're like, yeah, they tasted good. I grew them myself. And I'm just like, you guys are fucking vile. And I think my favorite comment in the back chat for the whole night, I don't even know who said it, was, we're not in motherfucking Disney anymore, bitches. And I was just like, yep, you're definitely not.
Nope, no, we're not Disney anymore.
Well, we
I
played
had
it.
to
Go ahead.
I had to stop myself from saying we're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
Like
It's funny
live.
because
Oh,
Shanae and I are
no.
both in Kansas.
We live in
And actually-
Kansas.
Yeah, they literally are in Kansas, so I couldn't even get
Quite the opposite.
We are in Kansas.
Welcome.
This is hell.
This
Well,
ain't
like-
Dorothy's Kansas.
Yes.
You guys opened the campaign in Traverse Town, which was just meant to be like the introduction. Like in my notes, it's labeled as the intro chapter. So like there was just like 6 sessions in the very beginning to get you solid in the story to kind of understand that even though there's only a few of these little guys here and there in this place, the rest of the world is not fucking okay. So I really wanted to make you understand that when you took your first adventure outside of Traverse Town. And I spent the time today looking and looking and looking and looking for music to try to find some good music for the 100 Acre Wood intro video. And I was looking for hours and I just couldn't find anything I liked. And then I was like, Lala, if you find anything, let me know. And she had sent me a few things. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to switch away from the Winnie the Pooh theme song and I'm going to see what other creepy shit I can find. And then so I started looking through like creepy music and then I ended up finding the one I found. So I began building the video and I had some like dramatic story opening in there and I was just like, no, that's not how it's going to work. I'm going to take the lyrics from the Winnie the Pooh song and I'm going to set it over top of this creepy ass fucking video, and then they're really going to see that the world is a lot darker than they ever fucking realized. And I'm glad you guys liked the video. Like, it hit good. I'm glad it hit good because that's what I wanted.
No, it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
It
It
hit
was.
perfectly.
Really good.
And I
I'm
hope
kind of glad you showed it to me beforehand because I would have
Shit your fucking pants.
I would have cried.
I was just sitting here. I'm like, this is dope.
It's so scary.
Also,
I
I
will say,
need everybody to know. I had no idea Kanga had an item.
Oh, what now?
I didn't know that Kanga had an item to give
Kanga
them.
didn't know
Oh,
Kanga
yeah,
had an
no,
item.
I didn't know if she told you that or not.
No.
I had a gift.
Prize. I'm like, all right, cool, a prize.
Yeah, so I forgive you because you're sick brain. But
so
when we kind of
sick-brained.
talked about it the other day, I was just like, hey, so we'll do this hide and seek game. We'll do the first round, and then whoever decides to do the second round, then they could win a prize. Because usually it's a game that I put in every single campaign. Usually I do it myself, and I do, a little creepy wizard NPC that puts everybody in his musty pocket where you can smell, ball sweat, and there's a lot of dust in there. It's just like this goofy thing. Shen's played it before. Couple other people around have played, and we've done it in every campaign that I do. It's this little game. So I was like, yeah, we'll do hide and seek. So you guys just like took it and we're doing it together, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll do the roles and they can do the hiding and finding. And I'm like, yeah, here's the gift. I'll just give it to Joe because hers was the first DM open, so it worked.
Yep. I was like, all right, cool. Here you go.
In my defense, this was a conversation that you had when I hadn't slept in 2 days.
This is very
Yes, I said
true.
I forgive you for sick brain. I'll let it go.
Sorry, I'll do better next time. I love you.
Well, you didn't have stage fright tonight, but you had stage fright last night.
I did.
Same.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you're good. You're good. It's okay. You feel better.
Love you.
You'll feel better
Yeah,
next
but
week.
anyway,
Yeah, it was a good hide and seek, and 100 Acre Wood is it's a very very dark place. That map, Lala built that map. It's a very incredible map. I think I like it a lot. Let me pull it back up here. Here we go. We'll put it back on our screen here, so you can kind of get another little look over it here. And I gave her a map and I said, here's what I have. Build something, and this is what she gave us back. So thank you to Lala for building our map. So I think it
You
looks
are
incredible. It
welcome.
really matches, I think, the theme of what we were aiming for in the first place. So
Oh, so much better than like any like stock maps you can find of 100 Acre Wood.
Hell
So-
yeah.
yeah, no, like I have my original one, which I sent to you. And I mean, that one is still like bright and cheery. Like it doesn't kind of give the darkness, I think, that we really needed to encapsulate that exists here in this version of the 100 Acre Wood. So it's really good. And you guys got your little tiny hut now. You had a little game. You met a couple people, and now you're having a rest. What'd you think of those gophers?
They they were vicious gophers.
They
Yeah.
are vicious gophers.
Yeah, next time we shouldn't go for it.
We should stay for we should stay for a
Wow.
while.
Wow.
Such a dad joke.
Christopher Glenn.
Oh
They're-
my
they're-
god.
They started hitting. I was like, oh snap!
Yeah, they definitely. You said you wanted combat. The air was
Yes.
kind of dead, and I said,
Uh-huh.
"All right, I'm gonna give it to
Kill
you."
some shit.
All the misses were actually kind of cool though, because it's like you're trying to hit this little gopher that's darting around everywhere. So it kind of worked out.
Oh yeah, they're exceedingly nimble. They have it written like right into their kind of character sheet where it says that they have nimble escape. They can dodge and disengage and hide on
Yeah,
each of their turns.
That was
So,
actually a really good battle. It was fast. It was deadly. You know, those are the things I like. We get to use all of our skills, and it's fast and it's deadly. That's like the recipe for a good battle for me.
yeah, I'm
Bob
not.
almost died.
Yeah,
Yeah, that necrotic damage gotcha.
we got. Look, that's a perfect battle when one person's down to 4, one person's down to 1, and one person is about to make death saves. Like, there you go. That's solid work right there.
Yeah,
Good-
we
good-
wrapped up
good math.
combat. We wrapped up combat, and Chris tapped me on the shoulder and like points to the screen and shows me that 10 necrotic put him in death saves, and I'm like, oh, all right, well, I'll tell him. You're down, buddy.
Yeah. Oh no, there, Merrick. And
Yeah.
literally, that was all I had left. I had the one, what do you call it? Divine action. I could heal 10 points. That was it. That's all I had left.
Well, I'm glad that the combat balanced out really well because you guys, like I said, you guys know I'm not a huge combat fan. I'll give you a bunch of little combats that can go by quick because I do not want 43 hours of combat. I will die my own self in the real world if I had to go through that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it was good. It was good combat. Like, I think you guys are working on your tactics pretty well. I think the protector that you put on temper is really good. You mitigated my critical damage, and it pissed me off, actually. I'm actually really pissed about that. That made me so Salt City. You were like, I said critical, and you said disadvantage. I said balls! It was not okay.
It's a big deal for me because I'm not a multi-classer, but it just felt so correct for the character to be big and protective. And how can I really take care of the party most? And it made sense to have that ability. So I had to take a level of warrior to get the protection fighting style, which allows me to just get big and wide and let people fight behind me and then give them some protection. But it does give me a short-term, like I would have had a second level heal, which I didn't have for this. So, I think in the long run it'll be good to have, but
yeah, it was a good choice for a multi-class. Like, it made combat sense, but it also makes story sense. Like, it wasn't just this whole, oh, I decide that I'm going to multi-class into these 4 different classes because I'm a min-maxer. No, like, it actually had story purpose because of the way your character is designed and who he's meant to be, and it worked out mechanically combat-wise as well, where it doesn't put you OP, but it doesn't put you behind either. Really too far, right? Like, you'll take a dip, but it's not like a massive dip that's gonna be crucial in the end.
yeah, I think by 5th level it'll really pay off for sure.
Yeah, it'll be balanced back out, absolutely.
And then by 9th it might not matter at all. So,
Yeah, and having you taking that level in fighter and having that second wind really frees up a spell slot where if you take a fat chunk of damage being protector and in front of people, that you can second wind to heal yourself back up. And you got that, like, that works out pretty well. So I think it was a pretty smart choice, honestly. I commend that multi-class. But yeah, it was a pretty good session. A lot of really good stuff. I think you guys are really now actually getting into the campaign. Like we were kind of in the entrance before where you kind of got to kick around. You're like probably thinking to yourself, man, this is fucking boring. But you're really like out in the world now and getting into seeing more of it and what is really going on. And I think you're really going to enjoy 100 Acre Wood because Rabbit and Owl and Kanga are just really the tip of the iceberg for
Like that.
the sheer amount of insanity that comes from this place alone.
You're welcome.
That was
Yeah.
that was really good. Well done. Well DM'd, well played. Guests
Snaps
continue
all
to blow
around.
my mind every time.
So many
Yeah.
snaps.
Yeah,
Snaps for everybody. Yeah, good night. And on that note, I think we'll call it a night for everybody, and we will catch all of you next week for another episode of Once Upon a Key.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night. Good night.
Good night.